at their own 19-yard line.
On first down, it's Taylor. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, Fields. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for the Bills. And even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Fields being chased out left. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Off play action. Fields. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Quit talking about it and bring it.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 3. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
second down. Fields forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And a loose football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Fields. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Hey, Haywood!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
You ain't got nothing. 51 for the mic, boys. 50. Hey, Zeus. I got him.
They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming. Rock it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the whip. 5. Twenty-two's coming. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. A final shot before break. Fields. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They'll run on first down. Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's taken in by Callaway. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to...
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point up and through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 89 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And they give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. He's got a first down past the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down. They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appeared.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 34 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Jaguars on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Recon, 132 fighter.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's got room. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Jaguars get a score close. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
First down 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is right down the middle. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points,